Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at girl gets her revenge after years of waiting. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. B gets hired. B started out as a cashier, working quickly up the chain and brown-nosing as many co-workers as possible, including the manager. When a sales rep went on maternity leave, B quickly jumped at the chance to work in sales and ended up permanently being a part of that team, then the sales supervisor soon after. Me and B got along like oil and water. We butted heads over things constantly. She would tell the manager all the small things that I did, but called me a snitch when I reported the issues she was causing. She would badmouth me and my warehouse staff, talk over me at meetings, and try to take credit for my ideas. She openly told coworkers that I was the cause of many issues and couldn't wait for me to leave. Oh, and she was never at fault. It would be the customer's fault, my fault, and the delivery driver's fault, another coworker's fault, etc. There were times when we got together well, but far and few between. Wow, she already sounds annoying. So one day, a very, and I mean very expensive ring set, over $5,000, I found out later, ordered by one of our customers, comes in. Years ago, I set up a procedure for any type of jewelry so that it will not get lost or stolen. The last step is, once we have done everything with it in the warehouse, we take it to the office and have someone put it in the safe immediately. This particular time, I was the one who received the rings. So once going through the procedure, told Kay that I was taking it to the office. The only one available who had the combination to the safe was B. I asked her if she could open the safe. She looked at me, looked at the jewelry box in my hand, then said, "Put it down here on my desk. I'll put it away once I'm done with this email." Keep in mind that me and the B had serious spat over something earlier that day, and I generally didn't feel like being close to her if I could help it. So I never saw her put it in a safe myself. Oh no, that's a big mistake already. The next day, I get a call from the manager to come to the office. I head there to find manager, B, and the HR consultant. They pull in when some real stuff hits the fan. Manager tells me that said ring set have disappeared. I tell them the procedure I followed and the last I saw them was with B. Manager tells me that B checked the box and that said box was empty. Manager then pulls the box out. Sure enough, the box the rings were in was indeed empty. I swear to manager that the rings were inside when I checked them before giving them to B. At this point, it's my word against hers. By stroke of bad luck, the in-store video recorder had broken down days before the incident, so there was no ways to verify what happened. Out of all timings, we all know someone has to take the blame for this, and that's when B strikes, saying that it was my fault since it was last seen in my hands. Manager asks if this is true. Then I realized that, yes, I was indeed the last person to touch the thing, and I never actually saw B pick up the box. B gives me the look of that screamed, "Gotcha." Manager and the HR consultant ask us to both leave. After what seemed like forever, I get called in. Manager tells me that since I was responsible for the rings at the time, and now I lost, they would be firing me. But since they had no proof as to whether I stole the rings or not, they wouldn't press charges, which scared the crap out of me as this was the first time I heard of them thinking this. I go back to the warehouse, tell Kay and the other warehouse clerks just what happened, grabbed my personal belongings and left that day. After a couple of weeks of trying to get my head around what happened and weighing my options, I decide my first priority is to try to get some sort of job, and consider it lucky if I get a job flipping burgers with a bad rep when they ask my company. I call the owner of my past company to get a good reference from them and explain what happened and why I was calling, only to get the shock of a lifetime. The manager position was about to be open. The guy I lost the position to was retiring soon, due to complicated health reasons. Owner had kept tabs on me while at university and understood when I didn't immediately come back to him. But with a golden opportunity like this, he wanted me back and I wasn't going to say no. I dived into my new job I originally wanted with an owner I enjoyed working for. I thought then and there everything would be behind me, not knowing it would come back, not to bite me, but to pay dividends. I'm curious. The revenge, Kay's side. This I found out after B's reckoning. After I was fired, Kay knew she had to do something about B. Kay knew that I wouldn't lose or steal something like the rings, but also knew that without proof, B would deny that she did it and have Kay in her crosshairs to attack next. So, after talking with her husband, she hatched a plan. She started hanging out with B, telling her things like, "I'm so glad he's gone," or wish he had been fired much earlier. B, feeling high from getting rid of one of her thorns on her side, soaked it all in, and after a couple of weeks invited Kay and Kay's husband, from now on KH, for drinks at a place with her and B's husband, BH. Months pass. Kay and KH do things regularly together with B and BH, including drinking on weekends and couple-related events. When together, Kay would occasionally badmouth me and B would agree. Finally, after over a year of playing nice, when Kay and KH were over at B's for one of their drinking parties, Kay randomly badmouthed me, mentioning the rings in passing. Then B says something that Kay was waiting for. Whoa, they planned the revenge for like a year? Like they let it go on for a year? Holy. I wanted those rings, so I stole them. Kay, hearing this, asks for more details. KH looks at her, tries to wave her off with one hand, then gives up when B keeps talking. That day, B had stopped writing her email and was going to put the rings in the safe. The safe was open and she was about to put the rings away when B had an idea. See, as mentioned above, B wanted me gone from company B. She also wanted those rings. She also knew that the cameras weren't working. She figured that she could pocket the rings, tell the manager they were missing, and spin it so I would take the blame. Kay then asked where the rings are now, and B, being too drunk and not seeing a reason not to brag, not only tells her, but shows her where they are in her room. All while KH had been recording the whole conversation on his phone. The hand waving was him saying he started recording. Kay gives a copy of the recording to manager the next workday. Police are called immediately. B is arrested and her house is raided. They find the rings. Kay and KH give the recording and testimonies to police. B's reckoning has begun. I get a call from the prosecutor's office after B is arrested and charged with theft, over $5,000 among other things. He wants me to testify about what she did to me. I didn't skip a beat in saying yes. Fast forward to trial, prosecutor has me, Kay and KH testify and plays the recording of B admitting that she stole them. Her attorney tries to throw out the case, saying that Kay got B deliberately drunk, but judge didn't buy it, since there was proof she drank all the time. Judge was lenient and gave her 5 years in prison, which she yelled was unfair, but I personally thought she got off easy. Meanwhile, as the trial was happening, I was talking with a lawyer to sue B for setting me up like she did. We were also going to sue the company for wrongful termination, but they settled the day they got notice of the lawsuit and knew they would lose. B wasn't so lucky. They tried some trickery by having BH divorce her and he received everything in the divorce. But my lawyer added him into the lawsuit as well. My lawyer asked overall for $3,500 for emotional distress, back pay from when I was fired until I started up with my current company again, and legal fees. Well, recently we had someone leave my current company, so we were hiring someone to replace them. Owner was going over the resumes and set up interviews for the job this week. Lo and behold, B was one of the people to apply, but he didn't know that. I looked at the resume and was about to trash it, but then smiled. Owner set up the interview. She came in at a slotted time, looking to brown nose her way through. Then she saw me. I smiled an evil smile and she went white. All I said was, B, how are you? Remember me? A deer in the headlight look from her. I look at her resume and say, I'm sorry, I do not think you will be a good fit for our company. Thank you for applying. She said not one word and left. Seriously, the coincidences in this story though, oh my gosh. That was a good revenge. I mean, I feel like Kay did everything, you know? What an amazing coworker. I hope they're like best friends or something, you know? That's someone you should keep in your life. Oh my gosh, we all need someone like Kay. That's crazy. Whoa. Yeah, that's what you get, karma, okay? You stole a ring and then you blame someone for it and then they get fired. Seriously? Like, they were lucky enough their previous company wanted them back, because now it's gonna be on their record that they have stolen something when they really haven't, when B was the one who stole it. Wow, though, Kay. She spent 1 year to get close to her to get that information. This is like some crazy movie type of plot, you know? Jeez. That's a lot of dedication. But I'm glad that happened, because you can't ruin someone's life like that and then try to get away with it, you know? Whew. That was a ride. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are, and as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.